So like I remember a friend of mine was talking about hanging out with you on the sets of Chandni Bar. Okay.
Who?
We'll talk about it later. And
See, they will not reveal anything.
no, because it's concerning someone else. Like, you know.
So?
He's not a public figure. I think everything
Make
is allowed in a celebrity.
Make him a public figure.
No, you don't make people public figures like that. For hanging out with you on a set, he should not become a public figure. You know, he should do something more in his life than that. so he was observing you, and you would have this conversation with this person and have fun and everything, and then go onto the set, do an extremely intense scene, and come back and continue the conversation as if nothing happened between that cut and action. That's a bizarre way of working. Is that something that you do film after film? Like just switch on in a role and then switch off the moment you step out of the lights?
After the film or after every shot?
In the shot, like between shots. You were having a regular conversation, then you would get up, you would go, you deliver your lines, and these are, I mean, Chandni was a very intense film, as all of us know. And then to come back and say, okay, main ye bol rahi thi ki, is that something that comes naturally to you?
Gulzar sab also used to say the same thing. I don't know, yeah. I've really not understood or been able to decode the process of acting.
At all?
I've tried, but I don't think I can still bring it down to a paragraph or lines to articulate what it is all about or how I do it. Because I think at every given point of time there are going to be, or there were so many factors that were, deciding or dictating what I was doing and how I was doing it, who I was surrounded by, what my inspirations were, what I had access to during a film shoot, all of that. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if you can really carry on everything from the shot to when you're not giving the shot, because finally there is a finish in cut, and then again there is a beginning in action. So I don't know how many of us are able to, humanly carry that. And if you ask me what happens between that action and cut, then I don't know. It's really whatever's happening is actually only happening in front of the camera. I think as actors also we are so tuned to bringing on that process in front of the camera when you're actually giving the shot, that after that it's over. That moment is over. I don't think I can go back and recreate it, or I can carry it. Or I can duplicate it.
So is it really that moment? Is it the magic of that particular moment?
I guess so.
Would you rehearse though? A lot? To get
The
that moment right? Lines?
You have to rehearse the lines. There's no two ways about it.
You
can't do trial and error during the take and say, oh, my line bhul gayi, ek aur kar. So the lines, of course, you rehearse. The movement you rehearse. But I really don't know what's going to happen in the take.
Really?
Yeah, because you have your co-actors, you have your director giving you instructions. He might give you a completely different instructions in take 2. And you have to be ready for that.
For the same moment, you're saying?
For the same moment. He might interpret it in different ways.
Sure.
I remember Ang Lee doing that. He would try and do one shot with different briefs, in different takes. He would come in, try and give a different brief, change the brief, give an alternate brief, to bring whatever he wants in the scene. So really there's so many.
So is that something you look at later, or would he say yes to it right then? To the various briefs that he's given you? Will he choose the one that he liked the most right then, or will he look at it later?
No, I think he knows then what's working the best.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows, and he just wants to go there through different means. Yeah. So, and also I think for different actors, different kinds of briefing works. So I don't know what kind of actor I am. So
30 years, you don't know what kind of actor
no,
you
matlab
are?
for a director.
Oh, okay.
You know what's happening in front of the camera, what the director is saying, we really don't know.
So you're saying your process changes from director to director? Would that be correct to say?
Some of it does.
Okay.
Some of it definitely does. Yeah. I'm sure it does.
I mean, you're one of the most critically acclaimed actors that we've seen in Indian cinema ever. Okay. I can think of other names. This is high praise. One would be Amitabh Bachchan. The other would be Naseeruddin Shah. Okay. And I was once having a conversation with KK Menon, the actor, who's observed both very closely. And he said, and having worked with both of them, he said the difference in their approach is that Amitabh Bachchan would be in a room and he has to deliver that particular shot, and he will rehearse the lines, he'll get it right just the way he wants it. And then he'll come before the camera and he'll give that. If he doesn't get it right, he'll do it again, but he'll give that again. Right? And I'm sure he's discussed that with the director, so it's not without a brief. Whereas Nasir would do the same moment differently each time, because he feels that moment that led to the previous one is lost. So they should create a new one. Where do you fall in these two extremes?
Bapre, this is really heavy loaded.
That's the whole point.
Loaded
Because you want to take us to Jar the Trap. I'm taking you to Namesake. Yeah.
I can take you to deeper levels, okay?
We'll get to that.
Don't challenge me. You will be sweating. This will be stop block में सब गायब. किसी को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा. Then you say, बंद करो ये esoteric shit. It's on call. Oh God, अच्छा. So, I don't know. See, only somebody who has observed me would be able to answer this. I just cannot look at myself from here and say where I fall. Somebody who's worked, I think KK would be able to answer that, because KK has worked with me in 2 or 3 movies. But I don't know. I can't apply so much mind and think where I fall in this.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.